Hey everybody, it's Odell Joseph of Odell Joseph Wealth Coaching. So today we're going to talk a little bit about FinTOch, and what we're going to talk about is the liquidity pool. Adding to the liquidity pool here, I'm managing about 3 wallets on this Android phone. I do have up to about 7 wallets under management for this family here, and of course a team that just surpassed the 300 mark. So this is my main wallet. I'll go to identity wallets here, and I'm in the main wallet, and just want to show you guys briefly on the profits what this kind of looks like right now. You're seeing over on the right in the middle that there are 5 subordinates, and actually 2 of those subordinates are the kids. And I've been looking at the referral liquidity, top right of screen, referral liquidity. And I actually added the top one today. That was a brand new account. You see 87 USDT is there. So that would have been a case where we got about half of that, roughly 43 something in USDT, and the rest of it in FTC BEP20, and that would have been USDT BEP20, right? So you want to make sure that your 5 subordinates are funded. So get with your downlines, those that you've personally spoken to, so that they can get you qualified to go to the next level. Now, if you look into the wallet, I'm going to switch wallets to that last wallet there, which is called Odell Fifth on Main. That's just a name given to it. And in that wallet, on the FinTOch side, you will notice that it's showing USDT has a balance of $1.37. You will see Cake LP. So that is the actual liquidity down there at the bottom that's been added. It's right down here at the bottom, Cake LP. And that would have been the pair between the FTC and the USDT. That's how it's reflected in the wallet, and a very small amount of FTC. Now, if I go over to my Trust wallet where everything is being managed, here is the actual Trust wallet. Let me sign in with my fingerprint. And here are now all my wallets, right? From the main wallet and all of these wallets that I kind of have control over. And I'm looking at Odell Fifth on Main. I'm going to take you over to the browser. That's those 4 dots at the bottom. And I'm going to go to the Pancake Swap liquidity. I'll just type in Pancake up here. Pancake Swap. .finance. I just want to go to the main Pancake Swap page, right? So I've been in Pancake Swap before in this browser, and when you come into Pancake Swap, you got to connect to your wallet. So you click top right, you click connect. In this case, I'm selecting Trust Wallet. You want to choose the BNB chain, BNB Smart Chain. Then you want to connect to the wallet. So now I'm inside of my Pancake Swap wallet, as you can see, right? I'm going to go to trade, bottom left. If you don't see it, bottom left down here, you go to trade. And on the trade is where you get to see all of the trading functions. You have swap at the top there, you have liquidity, perpetual, etc. So we're going to be focusing on liquidity. Now, note that I already had my liquidity added, but I can actually close it out. It's actually on the V2 because V2 is where we wanted to add that. And some persons were actually having issues getting the V2 activated. In fact, it seemed like the software had made some changes since yesterday. So I'm glad that this video is going to be timely for you. So there's my contract there in the middle, FTC, USDT, V2LP. That's my contract. I can click on that contract to see the details of my contract. See the total liquidity there is 81.76. It has FTC in it. at 0.1167 and USDT at 40.87, roughly half and half, right? In any case, how about I go ahead and I remove this? I'll click on remove to remove my liquidity. So I want to remove 100% of this liquidity, all of it. I want to close it out. This is how you do it, right? You do that, and here I have all of that selected. Let me click on this enable real quick. That was not enabled earlier. Now I can go ahead and I can remove my liquidity. So it was that simple, and I'm going to approve it. Everything asks for your approval because these are smart contracts, right? And that transaction was submitted. You can even view it on the BSC chain if you chose to do so. Now, what I'm going to do at this point, see it says transaction receipt. I'm going to show you how to add that liquidity back, but how about we go back over to the FINTOCH app. Launch the FINTOCH app. It opens right up. And typically when FINTOCH opens up, it goes to your main account. So to verify your accounts, you go up here, you go to wallet identity. Actually, it goes to the last account that was open. So this is the account that I was looking at. So let me go to the main account so I can take a look at these subordinates that were attached to that main account. Remember, I want to have 3 accounts imported here, but there are more than 3. So if I go to my 5 subordinates and I go up top right to referral liquidity, notice that there's only one that's showing right now. They're at 74. At the beginning of this video, you notice that the first on the list had liquidity. I just closed out the liquidity. So it shows you in real time that this thing happens. So if you have personals who have not added to liquidity, you will not be benefited. You can drop a rank. And Kojo will go through the details in the presentation tomorrow as to how a person can retain rank, how long they have to ensure that the numbers are back intact in terms of grace period and so forth. So now that you've seen that there is no liquidity there, we then need to go back to Trust Wallet, and we got to add that liquidity, guys. Now, one thing that might be missing from this video is the fact that I have already enabled, let me refresh this. So there is my money. My money is back in the wallet. This is 100% DeFi, guys. 100% DeFi. FINTOCH does not have my money. My money was in a smart contract on the blockchain. And you see my money is back in my Trust Wallet. All right. The Cake LP is showing 0 there at the bottom. All of my FTC is back 0.12 something something. And we have USDT BEP20 at 42.26 now. So let's go back to the browser at the bottom. And let's go to Pancake Swap. It's already there at the top. Let's go to the trade tab. And the wallet, as you can see, is already connected. I connected it earlier. And now let's select liquidity. All right. So we have liquidity selected. I've been playing around with liquidity. I've even tried L3, V3. Saw how that worked. I've closed out a couple of them. And we have to be very cautious at this point to ensure that we have L2 in perspective. You can either select it right away and say add liquidity, or you can simply add liquidity. But I've noticed that the software has been jumping around a little bit, so you want to make sure you're troubleshooting as you go. So let's say add liquidity. We have V2 selected and we add liquidity, but somehow V3 popped up here, if you notice. So it says add V2 liquidity right there in the middle. So we want to ensure that we are using V2 liquidity, guys, because if we're not using V2 liquidity, then the system will not function for us. So V2LP is the one I'm selecting. So over on the left where it says choose your token, it says BNB. We want to pair up with USDT and FTC. So let's go ahead and select FTC as our first token. and let's choose USDT. If this is your first time and you have not yet added FTC, you would have to actually have the contract number. We've all been given the contract number. It's also on the in the site and within the white paper. And many of us have the contract number. Make sure you have the proper contract number. But if it was already added, you type in FTC and it will show that it was already added by the user. It's right there. It shows my balance that's in my wallet. So again, let's ensure that it is V2. Somehow last night everything went through without me having to re-verify, so I want to ensure that I'm adding V2 liquidity. Some persons are having errors with that, so we click on V2. So now I know that I'm in the correct pane because it specifically says there V2LP 0.25 tier. All right, so see V2LP. So that's the correct one. It shows my balances here. As you can see, I have 42.26 USDT, and the equivalent, it gives me 0.12. The minimum I need is 0.1 to activate this account, right? So now that I have this established, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and type in how much USDT I'm trying to utilize. So I'm trying to use zero. I'm trying to use roughly 41 of this to make sure that it captures sufficient FTC. This could have been done in the reverse as well, just to let you know. So I'm going to go ahead and click add. If you have not yet done so, it'll ask you to approve the USDT and the FTC, but it's already been approved. So here it's saying you're going to receive this contract, USDT, FTC, and it shows you your rates, and this is going to, you can now confirm that this is a contract that you're getting, right? So you confirm the supply, and it's going to go ahead and swap it out for you and create the smart contract. You want to approve that smart contract, right? Approve that smart contract. And notice here it says add cake LP to your wallet, and above it says transaction receipt. You want to wait for that. So this smart contract has been created, and you want to click on add cake LP to your wallet. So that trading pair will appear in your wallet. Then you close this out, and now you can actually go back to your wallet while the transaction is taking place, and you'll notice you do a refresh. Your numbers have reduced before your eyes because they're now taken up in the contract. So look, now we have FTC balance reduced because it went into the contract, but then we have a cake LP, which is that contract pair that is now in the liquidity pool. This is all real time. So how about we go back to FINTOCH, right? We go back to FINTOCH. We open our FINTOCH app, and okay, app open. Okay, there it is. Let me see which wallet is active. Okay, great. So I am in the main wallet. So I go to profit at the bottom. I see my liquidity actually is looking healthy. I click on my subordinates, and let's go right back to where we left off, that referral liquidity. Let's see if now we have two personals that's active with liquidity. Bam, there it is. It's back, guys. Battery's low, but as you can see, that liquidity was added back. So we're just gonna get those other three persons. I'm gonna personally work with them. Those are my personals. Hold them by the hand, get everyone in the team activated so we can get this paper, or how about get this digital paper, right? Again, this is Ardell Joseph, and this is FINTOCH adding liquidity. Bye, guys.